So, guys, it looks like karma is doing its justice, and 5 beasts, child lovers, serial killers, all sorts of dirty type of people have been found dead in HMP Frankland, Durham, right? And we're gonna get into this video of Ricky, who's actually had a unfortunate accident. As you'll see, he's got some missing tooth, he's got some black eyes and that. And yeah, he's got a link where you could donate for him to actually get his teeth and that sorted. So if you can help, donate to that guy. But yeah, he's got great news, bro. Within 8 days in December, 5 beasts, bacons, whatever you want to call him. He calls them bacons, beasts, whatnot. It sounds fun when you call it like that. Bacons. That's what he calls them. But yeah, they was found dead, and obviously it's karma, right? Why were they done? People know what they done, and people ended their life like other prisoners. So let's get into this guy's YouTube.
5 bacons have died within 8 days inside of HMP Frankland in County Durham. What a good start to the year. I told you there would be more of these, but these obviously did happen December 2025. And guess what? Karma came coming on Christmas Day and took one of these bacons out. Now I'm going to read through the article, have a little talk about each and every individual, or should I say a monster, because it does say 5 inmates at County Durham's Monster Mansion died in just 8 days last month, including one on Christmas Day.
So one died on Christmas Day, bro. What are you celebrating Christmas? Thank you, karma. Thank you.
Lord Saviour came down and took the beast away. But a lot of people will say, well, that's not Monster Mansion. Wakefield, HMP Wakefield, is the original Monster Mansion. But Franklin, HMP Franklin, up in County Durham, has now become known as Monster Mansion. It should be Monster Mansion 2, because Wakefield is the original. Now, Franklin has become known as Monster Mansion for obvious reasons. There is 5 wings full of predators, 3 normal wings, and 5 predator wings. Or maybe 6, because there is another DPSD wing, which is mostly bacons. So, as you can imagine, there is more high-profile bacons than what there is, or what you would class as normal prisoners on normal location. So now let's get into the nitty-gritty and find out who these bacons are. So investigations into each of their deaths are underway, with Prisons and Probation Ombudsman Adrian Usher saying he will look at any themes or any correlation among the deaths. It is understood they are not directly linked. It would have said if someone had been arrested, because obviously with it being last month, and it doesn't say anybody has been arrested. So what I think has happened, and I'm glad the person, whoever took it in, whether it was a screw or whether it was another bacon, smuggled it in through the visits, they have gotten some raw spice, which is probably laced with fentanyl, and these mother have keeled over and not regained consciousness. Do you give a F? Do you? No, you don't. None of you do. So, among the men who died were a Latvian man who raped and murdered a teenager before her 18th birthday. What a fucking piece of scum. Before she
Absolute scumbag.
even turned 18, the age that you would turn 18th birthday, you turn into a proper young man or a young lady, whether you're male or female, and this despicable creature took that away from her, but he'd actually done that deed before he actually murdered her. And a man who killed his...
Not only did he grape her, the guy murdered her, bro. Grape is one thing, and then murder is a whole nother thing, right? At least if he didn't murder her, she could have lived on, moved on. He would have went jail due to his compulsions. But murder, that's, you get me, that's unforgivable, bro. Even grape is unforgivable, but you know what I mean? At least she gets to live her life and just get justice for the thing, you know? And she's alive, and her family won't be affected as the way they are now, because once it's murder, it's a whole nother level.
In Barnard Castle just 3 years ago, the deaths occurred between the 17th and the 25th of December. So Mr. Usher said, we are aware of recent deaths at HMP Franklin and are conducting investigations into each of them. In our deaths,
I don't even think the police care like that, bro. Like, the public don't care. Once the public care about murders and people like they want police to look into stuff, that's when police will start looking into stuff. But they know the public won't care about these 5 criminals who have raped, killed young girls, done this, done that. You know what I mean? Like, no one cares about them, bro. So why would the police? So you get me? Police only care about situations when the public get onto them, bro. Other than that, bro, the police don't really, you get me, give a toss. And they know that the five that were killed in 8 days, obviously they're gonna pretend to investigate, but at the end of the day, bro, they're like, yeah, we don't care, bro.
We consider findings from past and simultaneous investigations to look for themes or any correlation among the deaths, and my investigators are working together for these cases. The final investigation reports for each death will be made available on our website after each inquest concludes, should one be held. So inquests are listed to be opened into all 5 deaths in the coming weeks. Murderer and rapist Victor Dembowski, 63, died on December the 20th. What a pity. He was serving life with a whole life tariff for the rape and murder of 17-year-old schoolgirl Jeshma Reathatha. If I pronounced that properly, I do apologise to the victims' families, but it's hard to pronounce, but I believe it is Reathatha, near her West London home in 2005. So serving a whole life tariff, it shows how bad and serious that actually is. A 17-year-old schoolgirl, same as that other beast. The Latvian was convicted in March 2006 after unanimous jury verdict and would never have been eligible for release. Let me just have a quick look at this because that says Victor Dembowski's Latvian, and I'll just go a little bit further up because the other fella was also a Latvian, and I'm just double checking to make sure that I'm not getting that mixed up with the same below, because it says among the men who died were a Latvian man. No, sorry. So that is obviously him, but it just had us a bit, as I will you people, but I will correct it. So murderer and rapist Victor Dembowski died on December the 20th. He was serving 3 life sentences with a whole life tariff for the rape and murder of 17-year-old schoolgirl. The Latvian was convicted in March 2006. Stephen Ansbro, 63, died on December the 17th, less than 3 years into a life sentence for murder. It is suggested his neighbour didn't concede with his advances. He inflicted 59 slash wounds with a bread knife on Jane Collinson, who desperately tried to resist the attack as she sat on her chair in her Barnard Castle home in March 2023 because he made advances towards her. What a despicable, horrible man. He then stabbed her in the face during a terrifying ordeal in her 1-bedroom flat at Dunelm Court. The 59-year-old grandmother of 9's body was discovered by her concerned partner and son-in-law the next day. Arthur Warwick, 67, died on Christmas Day while serving a life sentence imposed in 2016 for 29 Kid S offences, including 5 rapes of children as young as 9. Good job.
What did he just say? 5. He had 29 counts, and 5 of them were the age of 9 and under. What's going on with humanity, bro? What's going on?
Took on Christmas Day. What a gift to everybody. The best present ever. That man there, Arthur Warwick, have a look.
He died on Christmas Day, bro. The geezer's like the best present ever, bro, to the victims' families. You know what I mean? The best present. Justice was served correctly.
Look at that predator.
What? You could just tell, proper scumbag. Yeah, he deserved everything that got to him, bro. I don't feel no pity for him, no sorry, no sympathy, nothing.
Sometimes I haven't read the full story before I come on and tell you. Obviously, I've gotten the majority of it, but including 5 rapes of kids as young as 9. A round of applause for Karma taking him on Christmas Day. We should have...
Let me just give him a... Whoever took his life, you got a round of applause for me as well, bro. Well done, man. Hopefully you don't get bagged, didn't you get me? You did right for humanity, bro.
This on the news on Christmas Day, it would have made a lot more people's Christmases a lot more better. He had a minimum term of 13 years and was described at a sentencing as an S-predator. A minimum term of 13 years. This is what I mean. It infuriates me when I read these and talk about the sentences. When you read other crimes of other people and they get a lot longer than that. Those 5 youngsters, 9-year-olds, and that fucking sicko, imagine him on top of them poor youngsters. They are going to be scarred and messed up for the rest of their lives. And as I said on yesterday's video, hopefully now, they will take some satisfaction knowing that this beast will no longer be in their nightmares. He cannot do any more harm to them because being at that young age and obviously having to testify against them, they will have nightmares about him. They will think he is coming for them. He will be like Freddy Krueger to them who comes in their dreams. Hopefully now that he is gone, that will be gone as well.
Yeah, trust.
Paul Ellison, 54, died at the prison on December the 19th. The same day, fellow inmate Thomas Spry died, 38-year-old, at University Hospital of North Durham. So 2 of them on the same day. But there is no talk of what the
You know what I call that? A double whammy.
2 inmates were in for. All deaths with each and every death in custody are under investigation by the Prison and Probation Ombudsman. A prison spokesperson said the Prison and Probation Ombudsman investigates all deaths in custody. Now I have done some more research because like I've stated on these articles, every article that's online, there's only a handful talking about these incidents and not one of them have spoke about Paul Ellison or Thomas Spry. Now, like I've just said, I've done some digging and some research and I'm sure the subscribers, the viewers, will let me know for certain exactly who he is and what he's in for because I have come across 2 Paul Ellisons who both, by the way, are beasts. But I don't know which is which because they are of similar age. It could be the same one, but I don't want to go into detail in case it's not. But what I will say is Paul Ellison is another bacon. They all died on the bacon wings.
Bacon. So obviously he said he found 2 on the internet. He doesn't really want to expose any of them because if he's talking about the wrong one, the other guy might get like death threats and stuff, you know. So there's no point. So, but you're just saying, bro, one of them is a bacon.
They were
Predator, basically.
crisped and fried and used as pork scratchings and were no more. And the other one, Thomas Spry, which is an unusual name. I have looked into him. And wait a second. So here we go. I found an article on the Chronicle Live from 2013. And it does say that he is 38-year-old. And 2 seconds. It does say Thomas Spry, 18, of no fixed address. It was in 2013, I think it says on here. 2005, which was 20 years ago. It says he is 38. In this article that I've read of 20 years ago, it said he was 18. So 20 at 18 is 38. An unusual name, so I'm assuming this has got to be the same person. Knives were used in separate street muggings on a teenage girl and a woman. The first reported attack was on a 16-year-old walking home at 11 p.m, which is at night, near midnight in West Denton Way, in Newcastle, sorry. She had a knife put to her throat while the robber demanded her handbag. That is a bacon, and that is someone who would be on the VP wings. Now, it doesn't say his sentence on here. He could have gotten a life sentence for that in 2005. He could have even gotten an IPP because they came out in 2005. And that bacon might have still been in off that. But again, people from Newcastle who are watching this content, which there is many thousands, do let me know if it is the same Thomas Spry. It adds up. He was 18 in this offence. It was 20 years ago. The person that's just died is 38, like I've just said.
Yeah, makes sense.
So, 2 seconds, let me get into this. So, Thomas Spry, of no fixed address, but from Walk area, Newcastle, was remanded in custody when he appeared before city GPs on that week. Police seized swords, the cashier machetes and ornamental swords. and continuing police purge. So this was obviously just before it, and it doesn't say what sentence he got for this. But obviously, like I've just said, the maths add up. If he got an IPP for that attack, which I assume he would have, because it does say, in the other strike, a woman walking in Longley Street, Aldershill in Newcastle, was threatened with a knife as a mugger grabbed her bag. He was arrested nearby to the scene. So anybody who goes up to a 16-year-old walking home, puts a knife to her throat, threatens her, demands her, takes her handbag, a petrified young girl, he is a fucking bacon. Bacon
Trust.
in prison. Anybody who was on the
I'm not laughing at the girl or the victims or anything, guys. I'm just laughing at the way he pronounces stuff. It's very funny. I think it's from Newcastle, isn't it? Or somewhere around there. That's why his accent's hella strong.
In prison, when I was in HMP Frankland, if you were walking past the wings and you seen them either on the yard or getting escorted somewhere else but behind the fence, you would shout, "Bacon. You fucking bacons." You might not have been in for doing an S offence against a little one or even an adult, but because he's down there living with them, he is classed as a bacon. If you're a fucking snitch from the normal location wings, you grass on someone to get put on protection, you're sitting, living with the bacons, you are then a bacon. That is what happens in prison, and that is the prison terms. Now, a lot of new subscribers to the channel have also asked again, please reiterate, what is a bacon? They don't understand. A bacon bunce rhymes with nonce. And it is prison rhyming slang. It's like Cockney rhyming slang, but it is prison slang for a bacon. And a bacon comes under a wide variety. Like I've just mentioned, it's not just a pedo or a rapist. It is a wide variety of all of those that I have just mentioned. Let's get the piggy out. Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust.
Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust.
Aye. Bit the dust and turned to dust. Little Mr. Piggy has brought me a lot of luck since I purchased him. I should get a load of these and put them in my shop so that you lot back at home can purchase them. I might just do that actually, put it in my merchandise shop, because I do believe you will, obviously, the ones that enjoy watching this Bacon Bashing channel would love to have one of those on your fucking bedside cabinet or somewhere in your house, just to remind you of Behind Bars TV, have a little chuckle and think that little piggy has brought loads of luck, because those bacons have been sent straight to hell. They are no more. Those bacons have been fried and they are well and truly overcooked, gone, never to be seen again. The victims can now rest knowing that those perpetrators, those bacons, the ones that done those despicable crimes against them, are no more. They have no time, they have no more worry thinking, is he going to get out of prison and come after me for testifying against him in court? Especially these little ones, 9-year-olds. Absolutely appalling. But guess what? We are finishing on a good note. What a Christmas present that was on Christmas Day. That one, oh, that is second, yeah, I'm sorry people, there was that many that I went over, it went off because I went on to a different page, 2 seconds people. I do apologise, but I do have to have one more little chuckle at Arthur Warwick, who looks like Wurzel Gummidge. That MF must have...
hopefully he got done bad, bro, hopefully.
I don't think they've been done because nobody has been arrested, like I said. I don't think it was that because they would have said. I do believe it's been spice, laced with fentanyl, or hopefully rat poison. Done on purpose. And that Wurzel Gummidge looking at MF...
They're basically trying to say that it never came out that the guy was like physically killed. Apparently he took a drug that was laced with something, and obviously they specifically made it for this guy so he could die in it. That's what they're trying to say.
More for is no more.
Or he's just trying to back the guy in it. He's trying to say, nah, he never stabbed him. The guy took his own drugs and died in it. But he's trying to say as well, or hopefully it was laced with rat poison. So maybe, yeah. You get me? No one cares about the freaking the murderers, bro. You get me? Like you said, bro. These are beasts of society, bro. They shouldn't be in our society. They shouldn't even be on our prisons. No taxpayer should be paying for these men to live, bro.
Goodbye, Mr. Wurzel. He's been unwrapped and that gift has now gone. The gift of life has been taken from Wurzel. Arthur Warwick was taken to hell on Christmas Day. Repent your sins, motherfucker. Anyways, people, I just thought I'd bring you the good news because you all watch this channel for the good news. And even though a lot of people will say deaths are not good news, because obviously if there's a death in the family, it is tragic. It's horrible. It's not very nice. But when there's a death inside of prison and it's a bacon, it is a jolly time, people. Happy New Year. All the best for 2026. May the victims of those 5 ill-gotten gains rest, get on with your life, knowing that they will not be coming for you when they are released from prison. Stay safe. I hope you get some peace, people, of victims of these crimes, these beasts, these predators. And I will be bringing you more of this type of content because there is no other channel that does this type of content and brings you exactly what you don't see on the mainstream media. Yes, you'll see them in articles online, but how many people read articles online? How many people watch the mainstream news? Not a very lot, especially my viewers. They come here so I can give you the information, give you the fucking true low-down facts on these low-down, dirty, rotten, ill-gotten animals. So, people, I'm going to leave that one there for now. Hopefully, you have a good week ahead. Hopefully, you have a good sleep thing. Yes, there's 5 more bacons gone. 5 more less to pay for, especially the one who's doing life without parole for 3 life sentences. That horrible piece of vermin is no more like the rest of them. I'm going to leave that one there for now, people. If you are enjoying the content, which I'm sure you are, remember to comment.
So guys, that was Ricky from Behind Bars TV. As you can see, he went through his accident. He gets top information from people. He because obviously there's a lot of people that watch his channel. He's got like 100k subscribers. So there's people that tell him the information that goes on in and out of prison. To these type of people. As he said, he's a bacon bashing channel. A lot of his content's literally bashing these rapists, murderers. Like, you get me, all of these scumbags of society. But yeah, let me just see if I can maybe get an article on these people. 5 people. 5 people dead inside HMP Franklin, Durham. Nah, I can't really see anything. So guys, yeah, obviously Axel Rudy Cabana wasn't involved in this. It's still prison justice, because at the end of the day, it's not just Axel Rudy Cabana that has took innocent lives. There's many people in jail that have done that, and hopefully they all get what's coming to them, right? Especially these type of people, bro, who go for like little girls, little boys, whatever type of people, like whoever when you go for innocent children and that, bro, that's when you're a different type of monster, bro. But anyway, guys, it's been me, your boy PP24s. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Get me to 500 subscribers, man. Please, because I'm trying to get this channel monetized. Right now, I'm doing everything for free, and yeah, man. Please, I'll appreciate that. And thank you again for coming back to the channel. It's been your boy PP24s, and I'm out of here, man.